Hello, anyone home? Hey, it's down for a minute. Dooby-dooby-doo, boop, 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 dooby-dooby-doo. Inspector Gadget. Hello! Winner, chicken dinner. I just walked in the door. My kids were singing something about Martin Luther King that was supposed to be at 8:30 for 5 minutes, and it turned out to be a little longer than that. But oh, thought I was going to be here by myself for a second because I was late. Looks like everyone's late. Oh, I got to take my boot off. Gotta take my boot off. I'm all wet. Hello. I'm actually like, I've been up half the night. I made a video this morning, so I'm not getting ready because I'm already ready. So, hey, it's been a night. It's been a long night. How is everybody? What's going on? I gotta take my boots off. I got my furry boots on. I'm the queen of boots, by the way. I'm the queen of boots, by the way. I probably own. How many pairs of boots do I have? Honey, I lost a husband. I probably have 30 pairs of boots. Like, and I mean boots. I mean boots like boots like this and then like thigh-high boots. I mostly have like thigh-high boots like that. I went on like a whim to buy boots and I got a lot of boots because I don't go anywhere because like I don't leave the house. So I need a lot of boots, right? Because when you are always at home, you need things on your feet because you're just walking on your floors. But I went through this thing where I bought a lot of boots. And so I have all these boots. And so when I get to wear them, I get excited. But I mostly have like thigh high kind of boots because I like my new thing for the winter is gonna be like long shirt dresses. And then that so there's probably about 30 pairs. And that's just boots, like boots. And then I have shoes. I also have shoes and I also have like sandals and stuff. So that's just boots. I mean, but I bought yeah, well, it's funny. I don't know if this happened to anyone else, but my feet got bigger after I had babies. I was an 8 my whole life, like from 12 on. And then I had kids, and then I was suddenly I might be an 8.5, but I buy 9s because they're just really comfy. And when you get to a certain age, you just want to be comfy. You don't really care. Like I was always the queen of uncomfortable, inappropriate shoes. Like we're gonna go to a picnic in a vineyard, walking around said vineyard. So let's wear 6-inch stilettos. That seems really appropriate, right? That was me. But now I'm like, give me some flip flops, or I'll go barefoot, or something like that. Let me go into the chat. So how is everybody this morning? Um, what was I? So I'm gonna make. So here's one thing I'm gonna do. So I did a video last night. Yay! I finally can put out like a comedy video. It's a like comedy video like that. Aaron, why can I just tell that you would be the boot bitch? You know what's funny? I had a friend in college who she got mad at me, like seriously angry at me because we were going out and I said, "Nice boots, bitch." Like, and I meant you have really nice boots on, like, and bitch in the nicest way. But, and I just said, like, nice boots. And she got like royally mad at me, like, seriously angered at me and was mad at me for a long time, like years. I don't understand why. I also had a friend in high school get mad at me because I said your hair's flat. And this was in the 80s when like, you whipped your head under and combed it and then whoo, and then, so you had to have big hair. And I said her hair was flat. Took total offense to that. I don't think we talked from like 10th grade to senior year. Like crazy. I'm finding out there is a subsector of women who tolerate me. And then like all the rest of the women, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I have it's always been the way. Always been the way. Majority of women just can't handle the OG. Just whatever. I don't know why. Just always have. They get all butt hurt. I don't know. That's another tangent. I got a lot of tangents I could go off on because I got a lot of stuff in my brain. I've got, oh my God, I probably have like 3 things in my brain right now. Like, crazy. Like, one, did anyone hear Harper's song to me? Because I don't know if anybody did, because it's not very good at all. Like, at all. But you ever notice how people will they'll do something and then they'll say, "Oh my gosh, nobody clipped that. That would be so horrible." And they're saying it because they really want to get clipped. Like, "Oh my gosh, I did that. That's so silly. Don't take a picture of me doing that. That would be so embarrassing." Posing for the picture. It was one of those where she did this song to me and that she didn't know if I was going to get mad. And then she did it, and Heidi was like, "Oh my gosh, that's going to get so clipped." And then Jenna was like, "Oh, there's probably like 5 things in your email inbox right now of you getting," and it was like, it was a week ago. I never heard about it. Most people, I mean, it was not very, so I don't know. I think I'm going to do a song back. I think I might do a song back. She did a little ditty about Jack and Diane. So I think I might do that song, but do it well. Because that stuff just makes me mad. Like, that just makes me mad. Like, I'm just going to vent today. I'm not really getting ready for anything because I've been up half the night. I like slept and then I got up really early. I was up and then I stayed up until my 23-year-old cat had a diarrhea problem, which was taken care of. And then I went to sleep for a little while and then the wind woke me up. So, and then I've been up since then because I made a video. But see, I'm like, so anyway, before I went to bed, I found out about this, like song, whatever. But it was like little ditty about Queen OG wearing her crown and walking down the YouTube streets. I mean, it was not bad, but it was not like mean. Like it was not mean. If hey Katie, but Katie Bug, I swear I never see you in chats. I think we're just on a different schedule. Not seen you in a chat in a long time. That could be just me. But does anyone know who Moonlight Musing is? It's spelled like this. Moonlight musing or musings. Or hit enter. Um, but I was looking on, I always like every once in a while look on my block list and everything. And like no one was blocked, but I have like all my mods are there, but there's someone in the mod list that's Moonlight Music. And everyone says I'm the only one who can add mods. Like if you're a mod, you can't go into an old live and add a mod, can you? Like someone should try that. Go into an old live and see if you can, as a moderator, can you add or remove mods? I mean, I think you can remove mods. Can you add them? You can, right? You can remove them because that's what people do. That's how people like screw people over. They remove mods, right? Oh, you had a family over last. I had a family over last live. Oh, last live. I get it. I know. We're like, that's what I mean. We're always on different schedules. I swear to God. But someone should try that. Go to an old live and see if you can add a moderator of someone. I have a sock account I could use to do it, but I don't think you can. And if you can't, then this would have to be someone who was a mod who just changed their name. Like people change their name all the time. But I don't recognize this person. So I don't recognize who this person is. And that's the only weird thing. Like everyone who, like no one's there who should, I don't have anybody in my block list. Like not a single like it's zero, completely empty. Sorry, prayer plans, fat finger. So I was annoyed by this song only because if you were on, I'm not a mod, but hey, Katie Bug. Oh, do you want to be a mod? You can be a mod. I don't care who are mods. My mods, I love my mods, but y'all have a pretty easy job. Imagine being, well, some of you were Crayola's mods, but man, She's got mod meetings and, like, I can't imagine doing that to people. Like, we have to have a meeting and call it like, unless you're paying people, I don't think you should be that much of a dictator about things. That's just not how I roll. I can't imagine. Like, she seems a little like a lot of people are like that. Like, if you're a mod, you better know to do certain things at certain times, and there are mod meetings, and you better attend. And if you don't show up to lives, you get in trouble. Hey, Michelle, like a lot of a lot of creators are like that, and I can't understand someone's doing you a favor and being that, like you guys who are mods know me. I'm just like, hey, don't pay any attention. Like, I basically give you free I trust if you're a mod, I trust you. I trust your judgment. But it's funny when someone does do something, they always like message me and say like I did like as if I'm gonna, and I'm not. I'm like, it's cool. It's all good. Um, but my point was if you were at the last live, um, Frank came up, which I was totally surprised at. I don't know if you like I really wasn't like I haven't talked to Frank since, the email thing and then he like hated me like out of nowhere, which I knew he was just like puppy dog love, whatever, and that was fine. But if you were there, does anyone remember like when he was like, I've never said anything bad about you. Hey, September, I've never said anything bad about you. And I was just like, I thought he was joking at first. I was like, yeah, you have. And then he like really honestly was like, no, I haven't. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to start a fight. We just started talking. But like, yeah, my little nose breather. Like I finally found a doctor, by the way. I finally found a doctor. So we're on the track finally. But I don't like, does he not remember? Like I have recordings of him going off on about me. So I was like, I guess you don't remember, but that's fine. Like I'm not the type who's gonna, that's fine. Like whatever state of mind he was in, he trashed me, and that's okay. Like that's totally okay. Like, like I'm that kind of person who, like, if in the past you didn't like me and you said something about me in that moment when you didn't like me, and now things have changed and now you like me and you're nice to me, like I don't care about like I'm never gonna be mad at you because you did some, things change, people change. They like people, they don't like people. So I'm never gonna be like rah, 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 mad at him. But it was just funny that he was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, I have recordings of you and Tony just really bad. But anyway, now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, we were talking about Harper. And you guys are all saying hi to each other. So I'll formally say hi to everybody because I don't do it on other lives. But hey, Lenny. Hey, Michelle. Hey, September. Hey, Katie Bug. Hey, Italian girl. Who else is here? Aaron. Who else is here? Who else is here? Is there anybody I missed? I think I got everybody individually. Aaron, Katie, Michelle, Italian girl, September, Lenny. What's up? What's up, everybody? But so I had said, I hope Harper is okay because I wish everybody the best. I don't wish ill on anybody, no matter who they are. I would never wish ill on anybody. And then Frank said, but do you really care about her? Like in that way of like, are you friends? Do you really care about her? And like, if I'm being honest, quite honestly, no. Like she's not my friend. She's not been kind to me. So no, I don't care about her. But obviously, push comes to shove, I don't want harm to come to her. It's like I think that's just how you are as a human being. Like we might not like somebody, but you don't wish ill on someone. So I was just being honest, and I think if you ask like Heidi, you I mean, if I was in the hospital and you asked, is she okay? She might actually say, no, I hope she's not okay. But I think like if you said, do you care about her? No, I don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people like I don't care about, a lot of people, but I don't wish ill on them. So anyway, um, so Karen, what was in Crayola's and said they were talking about Harper, and she said, just wanted you to know that I was over at OG's, and she said, I hope, I wish Harper well. I hope she gets well. And which I thought was very nice of Karen. And they were all like, rah, rah, you know. And then you, Katie Bug, aren't you a sweet little darling? Thank you. I've had an incredibly odd morning, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're very kind. So then I think, who was it? I think it was Heidi who said, "Oh yeah, but then she said she doesn't care about her." Isn't Katie Bug sweet? You guys don't ever have to do anything. You don't even have to come to my lives, let alone be members, let alone, tip me. Like, I guess that's what I'll call it. It's a really weird thing. I think it's a really weird thing. Like, the whole, like, when you add money to things, I just think it's weird. I think it's weird. So I always appreciate anything because none of you have to do anything. You don't even have to listen to me, or you could listen to me and just dislike everything. So I appreciate everything you guys do because you don't have to do a darn thing. So I am always humbled when someone does something nice for me because there's plenty of people who don't. But I digress. So anyway, of course, Heidi's like, no, and I don't know if any of you guys heard this. I would love to smother everybody with kisses. I'm a very huggy person. I'm Italian, so like I'm one of those people who, when I meet people and they go to shake my hand, I'm like, no, 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 I'm a hugger. Like, even during COVID, I'm like, no, no, I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. Well, thank you. I feel bad because I feel like I've been a slacker lately. Like, I looked at the last time I made like a comedy video, just a little short. Tony, thank you for being a member. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could even get in if you weren't. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you, Tony. And I know we've. Oh, my stuffy's funny. I know we've had our differences, but I was saying this before, and I don't know if you were here. Like, I don't care. Like, I was talking about Frank. Frank came in my live yesterday and he said, I've never said anything bad about you. And I was like, come on. I was like, I have recordings of you two like calling me a face and all, and like, you did like, and I don't care. Like, I'm the person who's like, at that moment we weren't friends, and so you say bad things about each other when you're not friends, and then something changes and you become friends, and then you're, and like, some people, when they're back to being friends, they still get angry about what was said when you weren't friends, which I think is silly, because obviously when you weren't friends, you're going to do things that unfriends do. But so when you become friends, why get, people are like, oh, you said that. So what? You weren't friends at that time. Who cares? Whatever. So anyway, so Tony, we've had our issues, and thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. So I would like to just, we don't need to talk about anything. Let's just move on because it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. So let's just move on. Anyway, so going back to my story. So thank you, Katie Bug. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Now, so Heidi goes in there and she's like, well, she said she doesn't care about Harper, which I did, but it was on the guise of, are you guys really friends? Do you really care about it? No, I don't. And, and so then Heidi was all like, oh yeah. And then she probably like, dissed her and made fun of her and blah, blah, blah. And then they started talking about how like two-faced I am and how mean I am and blah, 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 blah. And it was funny on that sense, but in another sense that it was funny. Oh, exactly. I think there is too much hatefulness going on. And there is something that has happened. And am I annoying when I think I rock a lot when I'm in my chair? Is that annoying to people? Like, you can tell me if it is. But I just noticed the other day, I kind of like, it's like after your mom, you stand in the grocery store line and you kind of rock when you hold your milk, kind of like when you would hold a baby. I tend to like do this in a chair. If it's annoying, please tell me because it might be. I'd like to know if it is. I don't know if it is, but if it is, tell me. But yes, I agree. there's just too much in it, and I don't know why people do it. I mean, quite honestly, like, there's enough crap in the world than to add more to it. And if anyone wants to come up, you can. I always forget to like do that, but I mean, so it's always me up here. But if anyone wants to come up for any reason, I'm not saying anyone has to, but if anyone ever does, please just do or ask me for a link. But I don't know why people like that. I don't know why people like fighting. It's like this story I'm telling. Like Karen goes in and says, "Hey, I wanted everyone to know that OG wished Harper well." It could have been left at that, right? But then Heidi had, "Oh, she said she doesn't care," but didn't say the way that I said it. And then they start all blah, 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 and blah, blah, and OG. So this. So then, anyway, I'm listening to past lives and I hear this song and I hear all this stuff of Harper going after me. And it's like, you can't have it both ways. So we're cool. I never said anything bad about me. To be quite honest, I have never said anything bad about you. I haven't. I never ever did. That's the thing. You got people in your ear and you got a little gaslit. Because quite honestly, I never said anything about you. You are the one person who I thought we were totally cool, which is why I sent that first email. And if you read it, I sent it because you had said something that I like got butthurt about. I took it the wrong way. So, I mean, I never have. And even during that whole time, it took me, 6 weeks before I responded to it. So, like, I've never said anything bad about you. You had some people who, were like, she's going to be our mouthpiece and like, we're going to get her going. And they got you going. They got you going good. And I'm just sitting back like, I never said a word. And I didn't want to say anything back after it started because it was a bad time. So, I mean, I hope I know, like since I met you, I think you're cool. You and I actually are very much alike. Like, I like to sing songs. I like like we're very much alike, actually, to be quite honest. So, I mean, I can't stand that shit apologies and then the next day or two later. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, believe when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Like, believe like I believed Hopi when I first met her and she gave me like the dossier of stuff on other people. I've always liked you too, Tony. Like even when you were, calling me nicknames, I was like the whole time, like I would sit there and listen to you, and then I'd be like, you know what, girl, if you really knew me, you would like me. Trust me, you would. And you would like my flyaway eyelashes too. You would. But like when Hopi gave me the dossier of stuff of other people, I did for a moment be like, oh, like if she's doing that now, she's probably gonna, and it did make me stand back from her the whole time. But you see all these creators who are like, ring around the rosy with their friends. It's like, we're good now, and then do. Now, it's like now it's me, person A and person B, and then there's a fight, and it's like now there's person A and person C. Well, now it's person D and it's like it's just like a ring of like who. Hey, September. It's just well, you were already in here. You're just saying you're at work. Um, it's just like shuffles who's who. I'm trying to think of the word with like not merry-go-round, but like revolving doors or like the chairs that you like, sit down in. But you know what I mean. It's like they just change. It's like Heidi. She's thrown away every relationship she had. Like she was saying the other day, it like during this time when she was talking about what I'm going to talk about, her talking about, she was saying she was naming all the people, and she was like Marissa, like all the people she was friends with who she's burnt a bridge with. And it was like everybody, musical chairs. That's what I'm trying to say. She's burnt a bridge with everybody. Everybody. I mean, and I'm sure it will happen with Crayola at some point too, just because I mean, maybe it won't because I think they have, there's other things going on. But I mean, she literally has, and all of these people. I remember when Hopi I really just felt like I was a good friend and she just threw me away. And I remember when then she went to being friends with Creole and Heidi, thinking to myself, you so hated them just a minute ago, just a hot minute ago. You just hated them. And now all of a sudden, you're friends with them. Like, pretty sure that that's a bad decision because she and I were friends for quite some time before we had a falling out. And I just thought to myself, like, you're going to have this little fake friendship with them that's probably going to last a month, and you're going to get thrown away by them. And then you're going to think, wow, OG was actually a real friend and a good person and really actually like had my back in like a real way. I probably shouldn't have thrown her away for these people who, are just not real good friends. They're just, I mean, and I heard this said by a circle jerk, and I know there's a circle jerk in here right now, said repeated something I had said in one of these lives and said, "Oh, I don't think she knew." And she said, "If anything comes out of my mouth on YouTube, anywhere on YouTube, I am fully well aware that the potential is there for every single person on YouTube, all 50 million, to know it. So nothing comes out of my mouth that I'm not okay with every single person on YouTube knowing. I'm a ride or die girl. My husband hates when I say this, but like I'm Italian. So I'm familia, I'm a real and I say this thing, oh please, hello. I have not seen you in so long. I am so glad to see you. Thank you for coming. And I always say, like, if our son ever came to me and said, hey, there was an accident and I killed somebody, my first thought would be, let's get the money. Let's get on a private jet. What's the closest country without an extradition treaty? Because I'd be all about protecting my son. Like, if you're my friend, I'm all about my family, kill or be killed. Like I am a ride or die person. That's just how I am. And I just say it like it is. I just do. I don't talk behind people's backs. If I do, it's because I haven't gotten to their front yet. I just haven't gotten there yet. But there is nothing that I would say behind someone's back that I wouldn't say to their face. And if I'm saying it here, I don't care if it's said anywhere else. So, like the person that said this, it was funny because the way they said it was all in like, oh, I don't think she knew, and da 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 da. Now we have the start. It's like, do you really think I'm that dumb to say something here and forget that it's being taped and anybody can hear it? Like, come on, come on. I'm lived half a century. I'm a little smarter than that. So, anyway, forget even what my point was. God damn it, I forget even what my point was. But forget what my point was. But like if I say something, I'm okay with it going anywhere. So, was it still with the Harper thing? Me saying I don't care? Well, anyway, they made this try to be like this whole thing. Like, oh, she said this and, didn't think anyone would hear her and blah, blah, blah. And this is how she really feels about Harper. Oh, wait, I didn't see Lenny's thing. Ask yourself, what is the intentions in my word? Yeah, I always think about my intentions. And I never have intentions to hurt somebody. I don't. I don't. And I may do that, but if I do, it wasn't my intention. And I think if you do and it's not your intention, then you can go and apologize. You a real apology. There's a big difference between fake apologies and da, 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 da. Oh, it's okay. Shit happens all over the place. It's fine. I mean, I really do have obviously very thick skin. I mean, it was funny when I was making that first video about you, Tony. My son was he was listening to it and he heard some of the things said. And he was like, "Oh my god, mom, someone said that about you." And I was like, yeah, I have like many hours of it. And he was like, oh, how could you, how could you deal? And I was like, it doesn't matter, because he's still a little kid. If someone said that about him, it would crush his world. And I was like, it's YouTube. Like, but that's the thing, again, going back to Harper. She does not have, her skin is like paper, very, very, very thin. And I told her this. There was a point where it was when she kind of had started, she had popped up in a few places. And I told her, I said, if you're gonna want to come back, because she had started, this is, because she had told me what she did, and how my name was, gotten, and how that happened. And so she and I had talked, and she was popping up a few places, and I told her, I said, hey, if you're going to go back on YouTube, you need to be very careful. And I gave her some advice, and she got really mad at me. She was like, I don't want to be on YouTube. I don't ever want to be on YouTube again. And like, it was like as if she got mad at me for saying anything. And then after that, she kind of was popping up everywhere. And that's when she popped up on Nessie's. Because I don't know if you saw, Nessie and her had a little right that night when they all had their doo-doo heads on. And it was like she got mad at me for talking about her going back on YouTube, because she would never do that. But then she did it. And it was weird. It was weird. It was like, but I told her, at any rate, I told her, I said, go slow. If you're gonna do it, go slow and stop crying. Like like stop telling your story everywhere, and get like you gotta know what you're gonna do. You gotta know what you're gonna say. You gotta go slow, feel out the waters. And I gave her really good advice, which she obviously didn't listen to. But she has really thin skin. She is someone who really, really, especially if she really did have bleeding ulcers, which bleeding ulcers, no ulcer is caused by stress. Ulcers are not caused by stress. Stress can be like a backdrop for the things that you do to get ulcers. Being stressed can increase your stomach acid and make an ulcer that's already there worse, but it's not a cause of anything at all. I had a really good example, that like a really good analogy that I gave someone, but it's not, so all this stuff about, oh, it's cause, no, that's absolutely not. Hold on, I'm gonna read while I'm going. Da, 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 da. Heidi made it look the other night that Harper hurt her. Yeah, I mean, I don't, maybe she did hurt herself. I don't know. I mean, we don't know what happened. I mean, I hope she didn't. I would feel horrible if she did. But I mean, it wouldn't be, let's just say, it wouldn't be the first time that she hurt herself over comments about that photo, because that photo has been around for a long time, and that's a whole nother story. But I hope she didn't. I mean, I really hope she didn't, but Heidi said she was going to be back today, which is 3 days, which is 72 hours, which is a 72-hour mandatory hold. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I hope she didn't, but you know, anything's possible, I suppose, right? Um, but yeah, Heidi did originally. She made it sound like she hurt herself, and she also made it sound like it was because of everybody else. And that I really didn't like. I really didn't like that at all. Hold on, I'm looking at Discord for a second. I really didn't like that because, one, stress is not, ulcers are not caused by stress. That's not what causes an ulcer. Um, so that's bullshit. So then to say that somehow, oh, sorry. So then to say somehow that it is, and then blame other people for it, I mean, I just really didn't like hearing that, making it sound as if it was other people's fault. Especially when right before that she had said about how, "Oh, I said I didn't care about her," which wasn't exactly how it was said. When right before that, Harper was all making fun of me. So again, it's like you can't dish it out and then not be able to take it and then blame everyone else when everyone's told you you shouldn't be here because you don't have thick enough. It's just like you got to take some responsibility for everything that happens too, right? I admit was that you brought into the wait, what? I admit I was upset you brought into the drama. Wait, okay. I get it. I read. Wait, what? You gotta say that again, Lenny. Actually, I just made a video, and it's about mean women, and it's all ready to go. So I will release it after this. But Lenny, you gotta re-say that. I don't know what the heck you said there. I don't know what you said. I admit something was upset you brought into the drama. I brought the drama. I was brought into the drama. I missed the Butthurt OG parodies. They're coming back. I get it. I brought the drama drug. Please forgive my. Oh, I don't. Again, I I don't care about that. I mean, quite honestly, someone was asking me about, what's real and what's not on YouTube. And I was like, to be quite honest, like everybody talks about everybody at some point. Like, just if so, you got to just get over it. Like, quite honestly, if you leave here and are on a live and talk shit about me 10 minutes from now, and then I see you the next day, I'm probably gonna just ignore it because that's just YouTube. I mean, I don't know. There's no like tit for tatting about that kind of stuff really, I think, is a waste of everyone's time. You know what I mean? I mean, here's what I do. If I I use it as placing people in a friend box. Like if I hear people doing certain things, I'm not going to go talk to them about it. I'm not going to go tit for tat. You said this. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. I have a video. Da, da, da. I'm not going to go tit for tat fighting about what was done, what wasn't done. I'm just going to say, okay, that person is in this friendship box, as far as being like a really good friend, an enemy, whatever. But I just use what people do to put them in whatever friendship box they're in. But I'm not going to go fight about what they did. What's the point of that? Yeah, I heard you said this. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Oh, I didn't mean it. Like, that's a waste of everyone's time. So everyone behave how they want to, talk and do whatever they want to regarding other people, and just use it to figure out where people are as far as a friend or not a friend. I think that's the best way to go. Because as I've found, and I'm not saying this personally about you at all, I'm just saying, everybody talks about everybody. I feel like, it just happens for whatever reason. It's like, I don't know. But I don't know really what you said, Slinny. Harping. She got her own strings hung up. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's not 100% a victim. I mean, we don't exactly know what was said to set her off and exactly how she was set her off, but in any case, when I'm sitting there, did you just see like it was over here like a little string that almost looked like a stream of smoke going up there? That was weird. When I sit and I listen to her taking Jack and Diane's song and putting word, and everybody makes a acoustic version and she does words over it, all about me and how I'm a liar. You're not a victim. When I hear you intentionally made a song that before you sang it, you're like, she's not gonna like it because it's mean, and she's gonna be mad, and she's not gonna like it because it's really bad about her. When you make a song and that's how it was intended, you're not a victim. You're not a victim. And I've never said anything to Harper, except I said on my live when someone said, but do you really care about her as a friend? No, I don't care about her. Sorry. Yeah, so we'll talk about Susan in a second. All of them over there love yes. Exactly. Now they're going after Susan. Yes, and I don't really understand what exactly is going on with Susan, so maybe we can talk about that. Hey, and chat. See, in StreamYard, so Griffey put some emojis, and what I see is hand dash pink dash waving, hand dash pink dash wave. Like, I don't see the actual emoji. I just see like the code of it. It's so stupid. But hey, Griffey, how are you? Lenny, we may not always got on, but I have to agree with you. It was so disturbing the way Heidi was blaming Susan. And yeah, yeah, I didn't like that either. Um, maybe, you can say maybe that upset her to be a contributing factor, but to say someone's responsible for something, you got to take your own responsibility for things, right? This channel is funny and different. You know what? I do have a very different channel. I mean, look at it. We've got all sorts of people who are like all sorts of like friends, not friends, close friends, friends but not as close friends. And then there's me who's just like upfront, brutally honest and says whatever and doesn't care if it's getting clipped. And this is a real mosh posh here. I don't think this happens a lot on YouTube where someone just honestly and bluntly says how they feel, even if it's not the popular way to say it. And like the cool thing is it shows it works and it's a good thing to do because I've got such a mix of people here. And notice everyone always gets along in my chats. Like rarely do I have a raining corn dogs moment, where someone has to be, you know, timed out or whatever. But yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going back to reading chat. I'm a little behind. I'm trying to read Harper, yeah. So I know a lot about this picture that's being talked about, and I'll get to that in a second, but I will let you know that there are some lies going around. Hey, I still can't say it. Mysterious guy. I can't say it. I can't pronounce it. I'm just gonna say mystery because it's supposed to be Mr. Ski. I'm just gonna say mystery. I can't say it. I just can't say it. But hello. I can't say your name, but hello. Hello. Thank you for making me have trouble saying your name. I have 7 ulcers in my stomach and you don't get them from stress. Exactly. But it does flare up when you have exactly. So yes, and hello, mystery. I'm just gonna say that. Harper, stay off the phone with your hang up calls and emailing others. Yep, yep. I'm just going through these real fast. Breathe, I can see some things easily. It is a game. See, this all ties together. So I'll just read all these and then go to, oh, yep, channel's funny. Yep. I'm coming over and spirit cleanse with, you need a spirit cleanse home with some sage. I need a lot of things, huh? They have yep. How am I getting like repeats here? Okay. Yeah, okay. I think Amon and Pete is mad at me. I thought Lenny didn't he, I thought you got kicked out of Purples, to be quite honest. Did you? I mean, did they block you? Thought I heard something about that. I could be totally wrong. No, I haven't seen Robin Millette, actually. I haven't seen her at all, unless unless she's come under another name. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I read everything finally. Now I forget what I was going to say about it though. Let me just for a second here get my thoughts. Yes. Okay. So I'll talk about the ulcers first. So I graduated from medical school. Raining Corn Dog says he's a doctor. Is he really a doctor? And what is he a doctor of? Like he says that, and what does he mean by that? I don't understand. Like, is he a MD? Is he a PhD? Like, what is he of something? Does he just say that? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what he means by that. Like, he always says, I'm a doctor, but I don't know if he's just like, you know, Purple just hates it. Well, Purple hates anyone who has a nice kind of, but he says he's a doctor. I don't know if he is, but I graduated from medical school. but I didn't do residency. I stopped after that because I didn't like what I was going to have to do. I originally did it because I wanted to teach. I wanted to do the PhD route and teach, and you have to have a PhD when you get to college. Like, and it just so I graduated and I ended up going to Silicon Valley and running the .com thing, which was much more profitable. But I know a lot of medical stuff because I graduated from medical school. So you're correct, Tony. Ulcers are not caused by stress. You don't get stressed, and the stress per se gives you an ulcer. Now, when you get stressed, you can produce more stomach acid, but that in and of itself isn't going to give you an ulcer. You get an ulcer either because you have too much bacteria, you can't get rid of the bacteria in there, and you start to get divots and stuff in your stomach lining, start having mishaps there, and you have the bacteria and you can't get rid of it, or just taking too much medicine, Aleve, aspirin, those are the common ones. Now, if you're stressed, you will produce more stomach acid, which will make things feel a little bit worse. So you'll start taking more medicine, which aggravates it. So, I mean, stress can be a precursor, like a backdrop to it, or it can make an existing problem worse. But stress in and of itself isn't the problem. But that's why you'll see a lot of people say, stress people like, oh, it's my stress. Well, it's not your stress. It's your stress, again, it might make something that's already there worse, or it might be a precursor to it being there, but in and of itself, it's not the problem. And it takes, like Tony said, a long, long time to get it's not on Monday I started getting ragged on, and by Wednesday, because of all these mean people, I got bleeding stomach ulcers. No, it doesn't work that way. These are things that take a long, long time to get to that point of having a bleeding ulcer. So, clearly she's had this for a long time. And I'm not saying that the stress, didn't make an already existing ulcer worse, but to sit there and make it out to make a narrative that seems as if she's saying, you guys are assholes and stressed her out so much she ended up in the hospital because of you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And the other thing, who was it that pointed it out? I wanted to know if Corn Dog was in Harper's shirt the other night. Like, actually, like they don't live close to each other. What do you mean in her shirt? Like they don't live close enough to. Are you saying like physically they could be together? Like what? Um, but do you remember he kisses Purple on the panel? Oh, like not like really physically they're kissing, but like like um. Oh, you thought it was being funny? No, I actually I went to corn dogs as well. Yeah, so he's just saying that has no doctor. Okay, I get it. All right. Okay. Ew. Oh, she loves to go after Katie Bug. She totally dogs Katie Bug during the um thing, the great experiments. I mean, she said full name, address, city, state. I forget if she said phone number, but I mean, she said enough. I mean, she said exactly what she said you shouldn't say. They did a get up with hair coming out her pit. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that whole live because someone told me to watch it. But yeah, I didn't know if he was just joking. Yeah, it's like as if you say, like, oh, you made me have a heart attack. No, you had a lot of stuff that got your heart to a point that you could have a heart attack, and maybe something got you stressed so that da 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 da, and then you had a heart attack. But you can't blame this stuff on other people. And then the other thing, though, like one of the worst things you can do if you have ulcers is drink beer. Right? Correct, Tony. Correct. You have ulcers. So, what was Harper doing that night? Drinking beer. Okay. Well, you don't. If you have a stomach ulcer and it's fine for the moment, you might drink beer. I'm not saying that you can never drink beer, but she drank some beer, which obviously, if she already had ulcers, which obviously she did, that would make it worse, which could have led to the bleeding ulcer situation. But anyway, someone said something about that. And Heidi was all like, oh no, she didn't drink beer. No, 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 no. Well, yes, she did. And it's out there and it's taped. And there's Heidi talking about her drinking beer, about breastfeeding and drinking beer, because that's when she was all doing the baby thing and creepy. But I mean, that's the other thing. Like, why are you and this, I don't mean to talk about Heidi, but I'm sorry, Heidi, that's wrong. She's trying to make it sound like Harper's issue is everybody else's fault. She's lying about the fact that she drank beer. I don't like that. Oh yeah. Crayola drinks all the time too. Like, I wonder if Harper went to the same hospital as Hopi where you can bring dogs. Maybe, maybe. I wonder if she is that tough in person. Oh, Heidi or Harper, that tough in person. Which one are you talking about? Um, I'm just reading. Um, so are you talking about Heidi or Harper being that tough? Because Purple being that tough? No. 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 I mean, and I say this because twice now she's come into my chat and I've just said, like, when the two times that she came into my chat and she was yapping off in the comment in the chat, and I said both times, why don't you come up on panel and let's talk about this? Because she was getting everyone all around. I remember the first time, she said something to Katie, and then Katie said something back that she took really wrong. What she said was worse than what Katie said, and she got all butthurt about it and started mouthing off. And I said, why don't you come on up? You've been here for like 5-10 minutes. Come on up. Disappear. And then the second time it was the same thing. She was, mouthing off, and I was like, come on up. And she disappears. What? Like, I'm not going to go over into her chat because I don't go to the ghetto. Just saying, that was really rude, but it's true. But I mean, she's yelling and swearing, and she's got people who yell. I mean, I went over there once and it was total Jerry Springer. I was probably to blame for starting it that way. But I mean, I don't find her to have a setting such that things can get discussed in an adult, mature manner. So I'm not going to go there and try and do that. But I mean, Karen's been over here, Jill's come over here. I mean, everyone knows if you come over here, everybody's going to be nice to you and we're going to have a respectful conversation. So there's no reason why she shouldn't come, but both times she did it. So, and there have been many other times when I've, tried to, and she will not, because she knows, you know, like, there's not reading involved, but, there is a certain level of word knowledge that you need to have if you're gonna talk to me and, whatever. Again, that was really rude, but it was true. So, no, I don't think she's tough at all. I think that her mom never showed her love, and she's never showed her daughter love, and so they're those kinds of people who are like, they can talk all tough because they got so much anger in them because they were never loved and they're just pissed off and da da da, and they can yap it out and swear and curse and da da da, and balls this, penis that, cactus this, fuck you, blah blah, that and the other thing, and sound like really tough, but at the end of the day, those words are doing crap. Like, whatever. Whatever. No, I punch her in the face. Just kidding, but I really would. But no, just yeah, no. Anyway, um, last night they said Harper wasn't drinking. Yes, yes, I have it clipped. I could show it right now. I have it clipped of her drinking and Heidi saying that she's having a, like, Heidi actually says, Harper, are you having your beer? She actually says the word beer. Yeah, I have a joke about that coming in my video that's coming today. I wish I knew who these H's were. Well, it's Harper, Heidi, and Hopi, right? Although Hopi's disappeared, but Harper and Heidi. So there's well, Aaron, I'll just have to give you an email and explain it all to you. But there's Hopi, who was my is my ex-best friend, and then there's Hopi. I've had a long. I only got like 3 hours of sleep. There's Hopi, and then Heidi, who you know, and then Harper, who you know. In the last week, Purple screamed at me for one comment. Thought it would be in this. Oh my God. Yes, I would love to hear your song. Let me get through all the comments. Yeah, Harper, you know what I don't like about Heidi right now is the way she's so possessive over Harper. That kind of is weird to me. The way, like, she says it as like, Harper's one of us now. She's one of our girls. It's almost like, there's one way that you can say it, like she's one of us, like in a like we're all friends good way. And then there's kind of like she's one of us, like in a like, and she knows it, like almost like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Well, I usually hold on. I started calling Purple Crayola just because I didn't want like my name next. So, my name next to hers. So technically, I never talked about her, but I mean, not that I care if someone knows that I'm talking about her, but I just like didn't want her name near mine, to be quite honest with you. So I call her Crayola. I call Heidi because I don't give a shit. But um, but I would love to hear your song. But the thing about Harper is she should not be on YouTube. She cannot take it. Like I don't say that to be mean, but she can't take it. Purple said the other night Harper is yes, and Heidi has said that too. Like she's ours. And the weird thing to me, first of all, the weird thing to me was that why would you want to be that close to someone, people who had treated you that badly, and I mean, they've treated her badly. I mean, she has had many, many instances of them making her get to the point of feeling very violated. And let's just say regarding the picture, it wasn't seen by exactly who she says it was seen. And at that time, that group made her feel so violated with it that she felt like she was to the point of being raped, she told me. So that photo was an issue prior to all of this. And I know there are people in here who aren't members because I don't have as many members as the number of people in this chat. Just saying. Which I don't care. Hey, Tara. But I'm just saying, just for those of you who are in here who aren't members, I know you're here. So if you think you're getting away with something, you aren't. Okay, so how do I sing it? What's my rhythm? Ode to Purple. I'm a bitch. I'm a cunt. You hate me because I'm blunt. I'm not ashamed. I'm your hell. I make you scream. I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't want it any other way. I'm a bitch. I'm a cunt. You hate me because I'm blunt. I'm not ashamed. I'm your hell. I make you scream. I'm nothing in between. See, I got it. I don't know how after the blunt, like that all goes together. Is there like, what's the, jingle behind it? What's the jingle behind it? I need to know the jingle. The jingle jangle. What's the jingle jangle? Oh yeah, they can have her. Meredith Brooks. So I don't care that you're here, but so how did you get in if you're not a member, Hakuna? Like that's the thing. And it's fine that you're not. Like I don't care. Last week I had my and I totally messed it up and it ended up being totally open. But I'm a bit okay, I know that song. But I just wonder what I'm doing wrong. Like I don't care, but what am I doing wrong? Because I swear I made it members only. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like here, let's just go. So live. So I mean you know what I'm doing? So this is totally public. It's not members only. It's totally public. I totally fucked that up. So here's what happens. When I save it in StreamYard, you can only save it public. And then you have to go into YouTube and save it as members only. But if you do any editing, you do it in YouTube. And so you end up overwriting. So I end up overwriting that it's members only every time I go back into StreamYard. Because that's what I did. I made it in StreamYard. I went into YouTube, made it members only, but I went into StreamYard to edit something, and that then overwrote it. Yep. No, I think, well, no. Yeah, it's not on members. I totally fucked it up. I totally fucked it up again. I mean, most of you are, but there, yeah. I mean, nothing I can do about it now. I don't care. I mean, I don't care. But I'm just saying there probably are some, people in here who think they're getting something, think they're getting away with something. Cause I looked and I'm like, there are more people in here than there's like a couple more people in here than I know I have members. So I clearly screwed something up, which that is what happened the other time. Somebody thought they were like, oh, queenog said something in her members only, and she forgot there was in her members only, and it's like, if you really think you're like clipping what I say and getting away with something, like, trust me, anything I say here, I don't care if you like anything I say here, I fully am aware that somebody might go show it to the world, and I'm okay. Oh, wait, Tara just gifted memberships. Thank you, Tara. See, I can't see any of that on StreamYard. So I just went into YouTube and now I see it. So thank you. Thank you, Tara. That was very nice of you. So Trash got one. Oh, see, Trash is here. Soup got one. Marine Mom got one. Nessie got one. Trash got one. Good. Well, thank you. Thank you, all of you. See, that's what happened last time. There was a circle jerk in my live, and then they thought they got something because they thought I said something that I thought I shouldn't say, but I don't ever say things that I don't care if anybody knows. So just know, if you think you got something I said, that you're, oh gosh, oh no, we got some drama. OG said something. Everything I say here is totally butthurt approved. I think that's funny. I'm going to use that. Butthurt approved. I love Tara. Tara, do you go live often? Because I don't get any notification. And I haven't gone to your channel to check, but you go live often. I should go to your channel and check, but I don't get any notifications. So if you're going live lately, I don't know anything about it. And I want to go there to support you. Hey, Nessie. Nessie and I were actually talking all about the Harper situation, but I feel bad for her. I mean, I hope she gets better, but I think the best thing for her would be to get off YouTube. Katie Bug, hey, Mr. Pork. Mr. Pork, did you see my thing that, like, what if there's a connection with the Steelers? What if? Katie, what did you want a timestamp for? The one of, hold on, sorry, I was just reading. Did you want a timestamp of the beer thing? Not much since the holiday, but you have been, because I don't get any. Tara is like the say it like you mean it, tough New Yorker, big sister who's just going to be like if you're with a guy she's just going to be like, that guy's a dick. I don't care if you're in love with him. Fuck it. Stop seeing it. Like, she's just gonna she'll just erase his number from your phone. She's like the tough, no holds barred New York big sister who's just gonna tell you like it is and do what's best for you, even if you cry about it. Like, oh, I love him. Nope, erased his number from your phone. You're done. Like, that's Tara, and I love that about Tara. Tara's great. Tara, how are you feeling? Because hey, Shuby Mom, because you weren't feeling good for a while. Mods don't have to be members in the live. No. So Bree said purple talking about me. I invited Chris, I think, to the Discord, to the Great Hall. Did she get yeah, now you remember. Chris wanted to come in, but not a member. Well, she can come in because apparently I screwed it up again. So that's what I did. You set it up in StreamYard, but there's no members only option in StreamYard. So then you have to go back to YouTube and make it members only, which I did. But then I had to edit it, and then you overwrite it, and that's what I did. That's what I did, which is fine. Everything works out for you know why? Because last time I did it, Trasha was here, which she wouldn't have been here if it wasn't. And I think it's really good because Trasha and I have been able to like become friends because of it, which we wouldn't have if I didn't screw up. So my screw up was actually a good thing because it gained me a friend who I really like a lot. So there. I think they were saying, Katie, that she was talking about you today or something. You're going to New York for the weekend. Where in New York? Are you going for, is it Fashion Week? Oh, God, I'd love to go to Fashion Week. I thought they were saying, um, I thought they were saying it was like she was talking about you today. Um, so when I was in technology and I worked in, the .com industry, the first year I worked for someone, but then after that I had my own company and, so I would always, and it was great because I would always go into these meetings. Oh, you're going to the Yale Club. That sounds fun. Can I come with you? Can I take a PJ and my PJs over there, please? But I used to love going into like meetings as like the president of my company and like a 22-year-old little blonde girl with like all these older, going into Oracle and all these older guys and here I come like and then I'm looking at me like who the hell is this? And then I'd open my mouth and it's like I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, Perp was covering everyone that walked on her sidewalk. I hate that YouTube streets. Hate the YouTube. I used to hate the like renting space in your head thing. And now I can't stand the tastes good in your mouth. That makes me like gross. Gross. You know what? I think you've gotten like 2 gifted memberships and like there are people that have gotten like multiple like back to back. It's pretty cool. But hey, Soup was one of the first people that came on panel with me. I think like my second or third live you came up. And it was good because I kind of still didn't know what I was doing. And it was nice to like have someone who like had a good voice and knew what they were doing because I can't I'm learning to like it. This makes it better. It like your voice really does sound better when you use one of these. So I've noticed if I talk slower and I think about it, and it makes it talk like when I had to sing, I'm a really horrible singer, like totally tone deaf, but it wasn't that bad. Like it was on tone at least mostly. We had fun that day. I think it was my second or third live and we were talking about your channel, your crazy channel. Well, I think you do have to, but if you've logged in, like you can't go be like in someone else's chat. But I think if you're like, if you don't have to be chatting, but if you had, I don't know. I don't know how the fuck it works, to be honest with you. I don't know anything. I know I'm here and that's about all I know. You see that? We have gotten the equivalent of, oh, I do think I did the chat. So, okay. Well, wait, then how are people, but there are people chatting who aren't members, aren't there? Or aren't there? Are there, aren't there? Or maybe not. Like Dixie Norris isn't a member, are you? But you're chatting. And I'm not calling anyone out saying like you're not a member, but like so you can chat. So Chris should be able to chat, shouldn't she? Because Dixie's not a mod either. But Dixie's not a mod. You're not a mod. No, she's not a mod. Nessie? No. Nessie's not a mod. Aaron, you're a member, though. But there... Oh, you are a member. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I do have it on private. I don't know. You know what? This hair really, really really, yeah, it really, really is. All right, well, let me set the chat so it's not, hold on, because if people are here, I don't want them not to be able to chat. So let me set my screw up correct. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So who can send messages? Okay. All right, hold on. Message delay. Slow. Okay. Okay. Tell her to try. See, you don't see crowns in StreamYard. That's the thing. I don't see any of that in StreamYard. So I can't tell. So I can't tell anything. Yay. All right. So let's look. So the chat was on members only, but hold on. But the live stream is on public because I changed it in StreamYard and it overwrote. I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do. All I know is I woke up this morning and I dropped my kids off at school and we saw the Martin Luther King little sing along. And now I'm here. And so I'm checking my boxes of to-dos and we're good. Well, the live stream always was on public. Always was. Always was on public. So anyone can come and look because it's on public. But yes, exactly. So now it's on. So yeah, when you have it on members only, the members and mods can chat. Everyone else can. Well, if I have the live stream on members only, no one can see it unless you're a member. But I had it on public, which means everyone can see it. But I had it on members for the chat, so only members could chat. What I can do is, which maybe I'll do this. Watching live for the other night was unseen. So, should I do my like Richard Nixon? Oh, yes. I mean, what I was trying to convey was why do you need to do a video about what happened between two other people? Like, it's not your like it's not your like I don't understand that. It's not your thing. Why are you trying to make a video about someone else's situation? I don't get that. Chris, you know you got jump ship for dogs. So you know what I can do? Exactly. Like I wasn't saying you like snuck in. That's what I was saying. Like I know there are people in here because I know I did something. Like I knew I did something. I knew I did something because I was looking and I was like, I know how many members I have. And there's like a couple more people than I have members. So I did something, but I know. Like, don't think if you're like, I know. Like, I just have to say, I know. I just have to say, I know. I have to, when I royally screw up, I at least have to be able to talk, regain my dignity by one, being able to talk like an adult, and two, at least saying I know what my fuck up is. I might fuck up, but at least I know it is. Right? Oh, she already went to Purple's and said, like, about being in there, blah, blah, blah. Of course. I hate when they put you on more antibiotics. That just sucks. Antibiotics can give you stomach ulcers, but stress does not. I foresee because there's too many, like everybody Purple's fine sitting back and not talking. Like she's fine, like being in the shadows. But like Heidi always wants to be a front person. Karen always wants to be a front person. Harper's now trying to be a front. Like you can't have three people all wanting to like be the front person talking on a live. So like someone's gonna get mad at somebody. Like there was one night that I was almost gonna clip it because it was kind of funny. Like Karen was talking about something and Harper was trying to talk too. And like Harper kept trying, and it was like she would, it was like if you could see it, it was like she was like in the back going like, Karen was in front and she was just back there like, trying to like be able to be seen and talk, but she couldn't. And it's like that I see that kind of happening over the whole channel. And eventually someone's gonna get the BAP down, like get the BAP down. I better keep her mouth shut about my being good for. Don't mess with cracking acids. Cracking acids will shoot that nervous gas everywhere. Yeah, like I mean, there are so many times when I'm like, gosh, like I don't think I could just sit back and like, I don't know, like just let everyone else. Unseen said circle jerks turned against Tony. You guys are all still friends. What do you mean you turned against? Well, I'm not paying attention to that. Unseen lies about yeah. She emailed me afterwards. She got a whole bunch about and I was just like, she had to show me the evidence how she was right and about no, she was wanted to show me the evidence that how he lied to me because he said he didn't talk shit about me. And I was like, I know he did talk shit about me, and I'm not going to say that he was lying. Maybe he doesn't really remember. I think that happens sometimes. And whatever. Like I don't care. Like that's the difference between her and me. Like I don't care. Like so what? Like I don't always have to be right. As long as I'm still here and living, I care half the time, right? I kind of feel bad for her. There's no way a sane person is that delusional. Who are you talking about? Okay. Look. Who are you talking about there? Let me just go back and read properly. Let me read properly. She hates you more than you know what? I mean, Unseen. I assume you're talking about Unseen. Like she, she's got a very intelligent brain, but she lacks like that knowledge of personal space and personal awareness. You know what I mean? Like I would never throw anybody out. That's the thing. Like when I did it the last week, I totally like messed up and didn't make it whatever. I would never kick anybody out. Like you know what? The funny thing is I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. I'm really, if anybody ever noticed, I'm really, really laid back and really low key. Like I really don't sweat the small stuff. I'm pretty like whatever. I really am. I mean, I've lived enough life to know like there's no sense sweating the small stuff, right? I mean, I'm trying to read as I talk, so if I sound like a moron, that's why. Unseen does, yeah. You know what? Kind of everybody lies about everyone half the time too. Oh wait, pretending that dog on the yeah, the dog on the treadmill, whatever was that? 14 seizures. So I don't really know about what hey Top G Network, what's up? I don't really know about oh I assumed it was Unseen. Um um Hold on. I don't really know exactly what happened with Frank having the seizure. So maybe someone can explain that to me in a minute. Like when you told her she doesn't understand boundaries. She doesn't. But it's true. She does. She lacks emotional intelligence. I think she might be on the spectrum because, and I'm not saying that in any sort of bad way. I make my ulcers act up. I make my pits dirty when I sweat the small stuff. But she does like that's what she does. And I don't think she means it. I don't think she understands what she's doing. Because she's pick your battles. I'm a big one for picking my battles. And usually I pick none. Um tried with her. Yeah, I mean, I don't think she understands boundaries. I think she looks at things and she says, I don't understand that. And she wants to understand that. And so she goes full heart to research it, make a video, do whatever to make her brain understand it. But what she doesn't realize is it's not her place to know to understand. She doesn't need to understand it. Like the thing she was trying to do was make a video about, I think, Purple, Purple saying, Frank saying he didn't call and threaten her son. It's something about that. And she didn't understand who said what, where, when, how, and who was right. So she was going to go back and do her research and make this video showing who said what, when, who, what, where, when, how, right? And I was trying to tell her, like, that's not, you don't need to understand that. And that's not your thing to create. Like, that's not, unless Purple or Frank say, I want you to figure this out. Go back and figure out who said what and who's right. And they contract you to make that kind of video. Like, you don't need to do it. Like, unless they do it and they're along the whole way to see what you've done and make sure, not your work to do, you know? And that's what she doesn't get. Like, you don't just, like, I don't just go there and say, I'm gonna go September, an Italian girl had a miscommunication. I'm gonna go over there and go back through all their messages on Discord and try and figure out what went wrong where. And I'm gonna make a video about it and then go public showing my results. What? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, and then she told Frank, "You will not curse at her." And when she said that, I was just like, "Well, you're about to get cursed at now." Like, I mean, even if she said that to me, I would be like, fuck off. You know, cut him off a check and beat his friends up. Oh my gosh, what do you mean they beat his friends? Who beat who? Did someone really beat someone up? Yeah, she's like, although she said that Frank is not, and hello, Tracy, Frank is not welcome at Purple's, and I think she said somewhere else he wasn't welcome at. Oh, at Tony's, he's not welcome at Tony. Did she say Tony? No, she couldn't have said that. Maybe she did. I don't know. But she definitely said he wasn't welcome in Purple's, and I was like, well, whatever. It's not, again, it's not your place. It's not Purple's. Frank did not call her son, did not call Purple about her son. Did anybody call and threaten her son? Just saying. Oh, beat him down verbally. When he had a seizure in Buddies, I spoke to him. Get offline. I don't think Frank called her son. I don't know if anyone called her son. Just saying. That wacko tagged my channel. Whoa! Oh boy, that's not okay. Yeah, when she was saying don't curse at me, I was like, you came up here. You came up here. It's like you walk into my house and then set the rules of how people act. I don't think so. You come in my house, it's gonna be my rules. And Frank can do what he wants. Like, you don't come here and tell people how to act. That is not gonna way it's gonna work, you know? Oh my gosh. I could see her tagging that. No, he said, well, that's the thing. She said, and this was yesterday, she said that Frank is not allowed on Purples, but I'm sure that's not true. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, I remember there was another recording. I honestly don't know what's going on with the calls, but again, it's not my place to know or care. Like, I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care. That's between them two, right? Like, it shouldn't be between, it shouldn't be our shit. And it's totally true about the content. Yeah, I don't think Frank had anything to do with the calls, but it's funny. Like, I remember the 2 times she came into my chat. I was like, she came in and I was like, oh, someone doesn't have any content for tonight. They're trying to come in here and get something stirred so they can go on and be like, oh, gee, did this, blah, 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 blah. And she did. She went on and said my chat, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, and that was the time when I was like, I said to her, I said, I know you're over here trying to get some content, so why don't you come up on panel? And then she left. Like, total pussy out. Every word on lives has been looked at. Yeah, I don't. I mean, there's everybody records everything except those threatening phone calls. I don't believe any of it, but I don't have to believe any of it. So, that's the kind of stuff that I just like, whatever. Like, I don't care about. Like, you go do you do whatever. I'm not gonna. Not gonna care about that one. But I mean, hey Tabby, I kind of understand. I think I understand Unseen. Like she is very intelligent, and in a lot of ways, I do kind of like her mind. But she needs to understand social decorum. Like Soup, when you said like Unseen go to bed, it was like true. It was like just go to bed. Like nothing's gonna happen here. You've done enough. Just zip it and go to bed because you're done and you're just causing rabble rousing shit right now. So just hey Glenda, just you're causing shit. Just go to bed. Go to bed. Well, the thing that got me was I know when something happened to me, my first thought was, let's shore up the surroundings and make sure everyone's safe. And talk to the school, talk to the Ace Hardware, talk to, neighbors, like everyone. Like nobody's coming in this town without somebody recognizing that's not normal and let's go talk to me. No one's going anywhere near a school or those kids without So, what I definitely wouldn't do because one of the things I did, because I have cameras all around the whole property, because we have bears, we have mountain lion, we have a lot of wildlife around there, and we're planning to get goats and stuff, so I need to be able to see every which way. So there's you cannot come, even if you jump a fence, you're not coming over here without motion sensor going off and me getting a ding. It's not happening. So the first thing I did was make sure every square millimeter is definitely covered. No, all that kind of stuff. So what I would not do is say, here is my front door. Here is the path to the bus that my son takes Monday through Friday. And when he gets on this bus, it goes this many miles. Hello? Hi. If you want to kidnap my son, let me just tell you exactly where to go on the line to get him. She was like, I don't drive, like she said, I don't drive him I don't watch him on the bus. Okay, so find the route from the house to the school and intercept it somewhere, and bam, you got like, you don't do that if your mind is embroiled in my child has been threatened. I need to protect my child. Don't. And when your child is threatened, you will go to bed with your biggest enemy to protect your child. I mean, people told her, go talk to, I don't know. Just seems odd. That's all I'll say about it. Let me go up and look. Yeah, she's always like, show your proof, show your proof. You know? There like I get there are certain things. Um exactly, Lenny. Um she likes to say a lot about proof. And hey, oh, your membership is under I think, well, let me check. It's either under the tavern, it might be under you. Actually, Purple would only go up on panel where she can, yeah, she can't, like, I mean, and, come on. Frank was in the experts the other night. They wanted to send messages to, that's, see, don't be doing that. That was just, I know she wouldn't come because I would just factually ask her questions and, like, you're not going to get away with bullshit with me. That's one thing you're not going to get away with. Like, I was president of the debate team. I really was. Like, I can, like, I'm a very factual, cross your T's, dot your I kind of person. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when it happened to me, I remember, because I remember somebody wanted me not to wanted me to just kind of quit the whole YouTube thing. But I remember, thinking to myself, like, do I hide? Do I act like everything's, normal? And for me, it was, I decided that I was going to keep the status quo because I didn't want it out there that like somebody made me change what I was doing because that would be winning. Like me not putting out videos. At that point, I wasn't. No, I did my first live right after it. But when it happened, I hadn't gone live yet ever. And I remember saying, like, I'm still going to put out my weekly video. I am going to start going live because I already planned that. I was like, I'm not going to make these knuckle fucks, change what I do. But I only did that after I made sure, everything was okay. And that takes a little bit of time. So, I mean, I wasn't like 2 seconds later, like, um, see, I get restricted calls all the time, and all that means is the person on the other end is doing something so I can't see their phone number. And that doesn't mean they're anybody, but hospitals do it so you can't see like, you know, eh, people selling stuff like lots of companies do it. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Um, hey, Anzi, I don't even try with her anymore, to be quite honest. I just because like, if you're not going to get anywhere talking to someone, why bother talking to them, right? Like, why bother? And I feel with her, like, you're not going to get anywhere. So why bother with it? Although it is kind of comedic at a certain point. Wait, I wanted to check out one thing here. I want to grab something to eat. I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry. Hold on here. Let me check who the tavern is under. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Um, you're under the tavern. You're Electro Cyberpunk. Do some Disneyland adventure videos. Wait, which one? Which one is? I've only been to the one in Florida. Is that the land or is that the world? I figured out a way for me to remember it, but I can't remember what that was. Um, which video do you need a copy of? Sometimes it's fun to pick at people. Who needs a copy of what video? Because I sometimes have videos. Um, okay, I'm gonna grab something to eat real quick. Literally gonna take me 2 minutes because I'm gonna get California is land. So I've been to the world. I went there once when I was 10, maybe. I think I was 10. I was really young. It was the first time I went on a plane ride. Here's a funny story. So it was, I think it was early 80s, maybe late 70s, and my family's Italian. And oh, who's saying sorry you were talking? I don't care if anyone was talking. I hope that wasn't to me. Don't say sorry to me. Video of the day, Perks said she had oh yeah, I have that whole thing. Oh, of course I have that. Hey daydreamer, love seeing all my tavern friends in the circle just that's kind. So what was I gonna say? Hold on. Hold on. Let me do one thing. Uh, do you see that? Do you see that? Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me, weather? We have had some crazy weather. So, we have had enough rain to fill 25 Mississippis. We have had thunder so crazy that I thought we were having an earthquake. It shook the house so much that I thought we were having an earthquake. I shit you not. What else? I mean, the lightning and thunder we have had is just been absolutely insane. I mean, absolutely insane. It's just been crazy. It's literally shook the house like an earthquake, the thunder. We had one, the lightning came and pretty much instantly, which means it was close. The thunder came and it lasted for like 10 and it literally shook the house like an earthquake. But that whole thing where she actually did dox Bug pretty bad, and she said like 3 or 4 people's full names, totally doxed Bug, and then she kept threatening with me. Oh yeah, it's Friday the 13th. Ooh. She kept like I was in chat and I was finding synonyms for the word vile. That's what I was doing. And all at once I got like a text from Justin saying Perps is, gonna dox you. And then I think I got something from Katie. Like several people contacted me and said, Perps is threatening to dox you. And I was like, bring it, hey, Candy Girl, bring it on, whatever. And I started listening to her, and she was just like, "Oh, you just wait, OG. I'm gonna go get my stuff and blah blah blah." And I was like, "What are you do? What kind of nerd are you? What are you talking about? Like, I'm in here talking to someone else, finding synonyms for the word vile, like a geek, and you're over here like blah, 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 showing your like ball sack, trying to be all ghetto bitch. Like, you look dumb. You look stupid. Like, stop it." 15 inches of snow. Oh my God. Well, when I was in Tahoe, we got like 3 feet. Like, I've been around insane weather. Yeah, she was all like, oh, gee. And I was just and people kept and I was like, I know people. Like, who cares? Like, that's the other thing I was thinking. Like, so what? So what? Like, what happens? What happens if? What happens if? Okay. Like, at this point, the only thing they found when they found it was some pictures from my husband's Facebook, because mine's all like, and they did not accomplish much because they got like 2 emails and a couple photos. I mean, they didn't get me upset. I mean, it was just stupid. But go ahead, put out my full name. What do you? So what? What's gonna happen? What really is gonna happen? Is someone gonna come to my house and shoot me in the head? No. Like, what's really gonna happen? What's the worst that's gonna happen if that little wanker goes and yaps her flap? Probably like nothing. Her flap will yap. I don't know. She'll get more subs. I don't know. But I mean, really, like, I was like, "I don't go for it." And so I think I typed in there, I was like, "Go for it. Show me what you got. Show everyone who, you really are as a person. Show if you're an eye for an eye or a hero." I did that live. Are you an eye for an eye or the hero person? And then she got really, "Oh, I will, blah, blah, blah," hop a dick, suck a cactus, whatever the shit she talks about. I mean, yeah, she screamed all of Katie, and everybody was talking over, trying to talk over her, but she was just like blah blah blah, full name, blah 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 blah, street, city, state, like total and 100% everything she claims is wrong. Did it right there. I mean, I have another video coming out. It is all ready to go. It's coming out later today. So it's all ready to go. I realized, I looked, and the last video I put out was of Tony, November 7th. It's been almost 2 months since I put out my last comedy video. Oh, I mean, you'd be surprised how long they take, because I'm a perfectionist. Everything has to be like the words, and but so I need to get back to doing one of those a week, and then a lot. Like I really need to make this a full-time job. Like, this is not enough time. So, but I do need to get back to like once a week doing a comedy video, and I actually found a way to that. I think if my idea is right, I think I have a thing that I'm gonna do that I'll be able to like put something out like every day, which would be cool. But I'm definitely gonna go back to like once a week having some, whether it's a satire or a roast or blah blah blah, something out, because that's my thing. That's my jam. I mean, believe it or not, these lives are like statistically not good for my channel, but I love doing them. I mean, but the roasts are like, that's what I started at. That's what I'm known for. That's what I get subs for, and like, not that I care about that stuff, but like, that's my heart and soul too. So I definitely want to do like one a week, and then do this. So I just need to get focused on what I'm doing now that the holidays are over, and like, do it because I like everything for different reasons. You know what I mean? My sister adores you. Oh, that's cute. Yes, you don't dare be preaching to people on YouTube. Uh, yeah. I have Vimeo and I just tape everything. I just tape. I just tape the shit. Wouldn't that be cool if we were sitting around like a real like table? Um, hey Stella, I want to say hi to Stella too. I'm gonna go grab something. Hey man, I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick. Literally, it's gonna be like 3 minutes. It's gonna take me. I'm literally gonna grab like some pre-made crap. I'm like the queen of eating like a child. I eat like a 8-year-old. So hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, food violence. What? Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can we do a skit with that would be so fun. Let's do a skit with oh my God. I should do foil hats and ugly dolls. I should do a roast of the foil hats and the ugly doll. Like the whole like a roast of it. Like you know what I mean? Like that like first I don't know if any of you like some of you weren't here um when when I first started, but Harper had made a song video about me. She did a little ditty about Jack and Diane, but it was she made words to it that were like little ditty about queenog. It was like not all that in a bag of chips. Instead of tinfoil, we should put plastic gloves, you know, foghorn leghorn plastic gloves on there. That would be funny. Um So I was gonna do one of the things I was gonna do is do Jack and Diane, but like really good, like little ditty about Phoenix bitches. They're hanging in the gutters and in the ditches, something like that, like, but do it good. Did anyone hear that? It was really funny because she did it, Harper did it, and then, like, Heidi was like, "Oh my god, everyone's gonna be clipping you, clip that, bitches," and then Jenna was like, "Oh, your emails must be like, they were all like, I hate when people are like, "Oh, no, I did that accidentally, please don't clip me," and they want you to clip them. But anyway, it's kinda like that. They were like, "Oh my god, that's gonna get clipped, that's so," and I was like, I didn't even hear about it. Like, people like, I always get told when someone does something. Like, if someone made a song up about me, I'm pretty sure I would have heard unless it sucked, you know? Making one. Oh my god. Clyde. So Ziggy's gone. So Ziggy's gone, right? So is that what I like? She's both channels. She's just gone. Does anyone know where she went? Like, what happened with that? Like, someone please tell me what happened. Like, I know I heard someone said her channel was gone, and it looked like it was gone, but it wasn't. But now it's really gone. No, she's back again. I can't keep up with this bitch. So she was gone, and then she was back, and then she was gone. I saw things that said both channels are down. I swear it was yesterday, and now she's back. So where is she going? Like, where is she going? And why is she going? Like, I don't understand. She is. She's bad like a case of black mold. She's back like a freaking fart. coming up your butt stream. So where is she going? And why? What is going on? I mean, I know Cindy got her PayPal shut down, right? And no, she's not going to jail that fast. Like, that's too fast to go to jail. I know she's high, like, because I remember when Heidi did it, and that's why I didn't fake delete my channel. Oh, gee, you fucking cunt. She changed the name and privated all her videos. So when you went to it, the channel was there, but they had no content, and the name was different. But like when I went to Ziggy's, like it said this channel doesn't exist. So like, how does she do that? How do you like hide your channel like that? And like I went to the right URL, it said this channel, and then it was back. Like we should do a tinfoil hat. What if we did like the Tavern, the Jerks, and me, and had like, and we all had like, hats, and we all kind of did like a spoof of, purple in their little butt hats or something like that, and hiding videos and like what is her like? I know her PayPal got shut down, but she could have just moved on, right? And had other, like, I don't know. I'm not sub to Ziggy. I don't watch Ziggy. I don't really know. I mean, I roasted her in the beginning, but I haven't paid attention to her in a long time. She has only bras to wear while live streaming. Well, maybe she should do some freaking laundry. Do laundry. I mean, what if we could be people? I could be Ziggy and just wear a bra. I mean, I could just wear a bra. You'll get more views that way. Probably get a lot more views if I showed my boobs a little bit more. I should start showing my boobs. Maybe I should start. Actually, my friend last night, I was sitting here doing stuff, and my husband friend was like, "Are you doing OnlyFans?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "You should do OnlyFans." I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "No." Like, are you mad? I'm like, "I have children." He's like, "So don't tell anyone." I'm like, "No." Kind of loser. Go do OnlyFans. Like, yeah, I really want creepy people staring at my nipples. It's disgusting. She went on OnlyFans, like really, like, because I did make an account. It was kind of boring, but I'm not gonna like go put naked pictures on OnlyFans. I like the thought of weird men wanking it to. I don't want to do that. There's not enough money in the world to make me. That's gross. I'm sure there's plenty of people who whack off to me anyway. I don't need to think about that. As my husband says, I'm sure there's plenty of 12-year-olds in my son's class who whack off to me. And that's just disgusting. Hey, Joe Bug, how are you doing? Has anyone heard? There's a true crime person who I just started watching, and she always says, "How are you?" when people come in, but she says it in a way, she's like, "How are you?" She'll be like, "Hey, Eliza, how are you?" She says it the same every time. You probably have no idea who I'm talking about, but it's this true crime creator. She's pretty, like, she has a lot of subs, so maybe someone does know her. But the way she says, everyone who comes in, she's like, "Hey, Shuby Mom, how are you? Hey, Michelle, how are you?" She says it the most boring way ever, every time. It's like crazy. How are you? Oh my God. I love her. You can't tell. How are you? Hey, Erin, how are you? I'll find her name. I was looking at stuff about Brian. Brian, Mr. Pork. Mr. Pork, what if it's the Steelers? Where's my Mr. Pork? What if Brian, Xana, and Ethan were big Steelers fans? What if? What if the Steelers are a connection? I mean, they don't need a motive to convict, but it's just very helpful for people's brains to understand if there would be a motive. I would like to, like, it's just weird to think someone just for no reason goes and really kills 4 people. Like, it'd kind of be nice for my psyche to know there was a motive. You know, actually, there was a murder not too far from where I am of some guy, and it was real. So, what about the Steelers being a connection? He's from Pennsylvania. I mean, granted, Eagles area, but I've seen Steelers jerseys on him in several photos. So, what if they're like big Steelers fans? What if they've gone to Pennsylvania? What if what if he is? What if they just ran into each other in Pennsylvania? Like, it's possible. Or is he a drug dealer or buying drugs? I don't know. The drug thing is, but the Steelers thing, what if? What if? What if? What if? Oh my God, I love sugar. I love sugar. Mm. Joe Bug, we have talked about quite a bit. We've talked about quite a bit. I don't like this one. What are the craziest things that's happened from this live? One, I didn't make it members only again. I half did. Talked about so Harper should be in talking about Harper. I was gonna say we talked about Harper. She should be getting out of the hospital today, Heidi said. So we'll see about that. I wonder, is Unseen here? I wouldn't be surprised if Unseen's here. Unseen, are you here? We're talking about you. Are you here? Are you here, Unseen? Because she could be. You never know. Okay, I can't do it. Hold on. You know what I hate? You know what I absolutely hate? What? Oh, please know what? You know what I hate? When people are smoking cigarettes and you hear them do that, like, so what do you like? They do that thing where they're like, they're like breathing and they're, talking in while they're breathing and they're just like, they light it and they're just like, that's, I can't do it, you know. Italian girl, what are you guys hiding for? What are you doing? But you know what I'm talking about? When people smoke and then they like take a hit and they kind of like talk while they're like breathing in a little bit and they see where, oh, don't say unseen 3 times. Don't say unseen. Unseen. Uh, it is Friday the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. We all might. If I say it, we all might die. We all might die. YouTube has really made some stricter rules. So my videos, they're set on monetize because they put ads in them anyway. So Justin was like, they're going to put ads in them anyway. You might as well just set them that way. And then, yeah, I hate that. It's a smoking thing. And then at least you'll make that, like literally one video made 0.003. That's not even a cent. 0.003. You make no money on ads. So he's like, they're gonna put him in anyway, which they do. I see that. It's like you might as well just say yes, so at least you get that half penny. And it's true. Like in my case, it was a third of a penny. But anyway, shit. What was I gonna say now? Shit. Oh, they've like I had 3 videos that were monetized fine that totally got ixnayed because I swear too much. I mean, I swear, but I don't swear that much. I mean, to get a video not being able to have ads in it, like I swear that much. I mean, they're really getting hell bent. Like if you like saying hell, though I rewatched the ones they were talking about, and I did swear periodically a little like shit here, bitch there, hell there, with every once in a while, fuck, duty fuck. But it wasn't that bad, and I was like, wow, they're really cracking down. Anyone new in perps is oh yeah. Anyone new is Chris. Chris gets blamed for a lot. What else? Oh my gosh, now I gotta burp. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, she'll be like, I can't do it. It's not that bad, but it's just like the little like I can't do it. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked. Well, if you pay YouTube Premium, like as a whatever channel, whatever, you do get I do get money from that, but it's like even less. It's like an eighth of a penny. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have YouTube Premium as well. I can't stand it. So I have YouTube Premium as well. I hate ads. I always get rid of ads. But it's ridiculous. It's like I originally had it set, no ads or whatever, but they put ads in my stuff. Like they put them in there anyway. Like they all had them in there. So it's like, why not make up my 0.003 instead of them? Because then if you set it to monetize, you can set when the ads go. So you can set it so it's only like one instead of when they do it, they'll just put in as many as they want, which is, so at least I can try and make it as little as possible because I can't stand that. Yeah, everyone is Chris. And oh, so you know how she said that she didn't do the well check because she doesn't know Frank's address. Does everyone remember that? They need to demonetize videos on doxing going low. Yeah, yeah, if you're over 1,000, they'll try and yeah, if you get and they'll put it in there. I mean, you don't even have to be eligible for monetize. Like I had videos, some of my videos that did like my 80s one had like 6,000 views, and they put ads in it long before I was eligible for monetization. I mean, they'll just do that. If they see something that they think they can make money on, they'll make money on it. Like, yeah, I can't stand watching ads. I like absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. Thank God they don't put ads on like my little videos, like the comedy videos. Thank God they're too short. Can you imagine that? She has this full exactly. So she was saying, I totally forgot I was talking about that. She was saying like she didn't do the well check. You did, Chris, because you had his information from buying a t-shirt or something. And she was saying, like, I don't have your information. I don't have your information. And he bought it, and he actually he was like, I'm sorry that I said it was you. I guess it wasn't. He believed her and he apologized. Oh, Frank, I got to talk to you. But I found in a video where it was when she said Mr. Tony called and she held up the phone. Well, she held up the phone and it said, you know, his full name, and it showed the phone number, and it showed his city and state. So when you do a well check, you don't always know the exact street address. So you fully can call the police or fire or whatever and say, here's the person's full name, phone number, and obviously you're calling the right city. And they can find someone to do a well check. If they think it's that serious to do a well check, they'll find you by your full name and or your phone number. Like, yeah. So she had plenty of information enough to do it. And then the other thing was she was like, she held up the PayPal and was like, see, I don't have like I didn't get your information from PayPal. But like the first page you have to click details to see where so it's like you held up two things that were misleading. Like I hate that. Like I don't like when people lie. Like if you don't know or you just say I don't know or I don't want to talk about it. Like that's like so much worse when you then actually go to lie. It seems to put ads on any video because yeah, they will. It doesn't matter how many. Like I remember Benny Keys for like I watched him a little bit long time ago. And I remember when he didn't even have 1,000 subs, I think, but he was getting video and he was having, so they'll put ads in anything they think they can get money on. It doesn't matter. So the new thing is, why don't he want the cops here? Because no one wants the bother of it. I mean, it's a pain. It's a pain. Like whether you have something to hide or not, like, it's just time and energy and it's obtrusive. And then you have it in like your file, that this has happened, which who wants that? It's like getting like, I don't know, a ding on your credit. Maybe not, but it's just something you just don't want. You know what I mean? Like, whether you're good or like, obviously, if you're bad, you don't want it. But I mean, I don't have anything to hide too. I've never had a speeding ticket in my life, but I still don't want anyone coming to my door. Like, no, like I'm a very private person. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong, but I still don't want you here. I still don't want you here. Because if I wanted someone here, I would go move into the city and live in an apartment with lots of people around me. I wouldn't live on acreage in the boondocks on the top of the mountain. Like, who wants anyone? It's just think. People think. Nobody wants. Yeah, exactly. Neighbors too. Like, I live in a very small town. If cops start, like, I live in an unincorporated part, so I can't have like the town, like I have to have the sheriff come. So I would have the sheriff, like one time actually, it was funny. Um, I haven't gotten car warranty companies in a while. I actually never got them, but my husband used to all hit the phone ring and be like, "Oh, your warranty expired." But one time someone came from my neighbor. If you go up my road and there's only 3 houses on the whole road, and so someone came and they came for the neighbor, but people heard the sirens and saw them turn into my road, and I literally got, I think, 2, maybe 3 calls of people like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And they're like, "Was that ambulance for you?" Like, people just, it's a small town. Like I used to always say, someone farts, and they not only know. I was like, I was on the line, and I was like, "Who is that? Oh my god, I don't want to answer that door." I'm crying, and I was like, "Oh my god, how are you?" I'm good. I'm here. Gosh, it's horrible out there. So is there an extra car here? Yeah. Is there? No, keep going. Oh, and my husband's friend stays spent the night because he drank too much. Well, I was saying if he was down there, but he's not. So, do you want to start downstairs? Maybe I'll move this stuff. It's fine. Yeah, just actually, Colin was supposed to move this, but yeah, just there's kind of some stuff out everywhere. I'll try and motivate this stuff out of your way, but you know the drill. If you need anything, let me know. So Christmas was good to you? Christmas was good to you? Yeah. Awesome. Same old, same old. It's Friday the 13th. Be careful. Be careful. Crazy. All right, I'm back. Did car warranty companies stop calling? I don't think the car warranty companies call anymore. Yeah, nobody wants anyone coming. No, like nobody wants anyone coming. Like, why would you? Why would anyone? Nobody. They just don't think. Well, no, they do, and they think they want their narrative coming out. So that's like all they're gunning for, their narrative. And they don't think about other people. They don't think how anything affects other people. It's ridiculous. I mean, and like I said, we all will sit here and we'll say like, "Oh, we don't like the drama," but I unfortunately we kind of do enough that we watch it. And it's like it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. All right. So let's see what's going on here. I've been on here for 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. I probably should get moseying on. What is everyone doing today? What is everyone doing with the rest of their day? False walnut checks. It can be. False CPS checks it's a total crime because you're using government resources. I mean, but you're just using more resources to then, it's like a double whammy. But Chris, I'm sure did you call for Frank? I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't say yes if you did, but I mean, I don't think you did. I mean, and didn't the same person called for Tony too? Didn't Tony get one? I heard. Like, didn't Tony get one? And Chris, I don't think you would call it. Like, it's just ridiculous. All of it's ridiculous. Hold on. Oh, wait. Did one of them just go live? Because I noticed a lot of people just left. So do we all want to go somewhere else? Hold on. Why aren't my bars coming up? Hold on. Oh no, I wouldn't. Exactly. Exactly. I wouldn't either. So wait, did someone just go live? Do we want to go? What? Who else is live? Hold on. Hold on. Go to hold on, one sec. Browsers, widgets, none. Show wallpaper, show tile, show sidebar. No, where's the little thing? Oh, I hate this browser. Wait, hold on. Browser sound, browser music, splash screen on startup. Hansen, black tracker. Why do I not see the little thing for the widgets? No, that's not a widget. Tony went live. Okay. All right. So I noticed like a whole bunch of people just left. So I think we all want to go to Tony's. So, hey, Derek Dulcie, what are you doing here from New York, Long Island? Are you new here? Did you just come here? Because I'm not going to just go. If you just came here, I'll say hi to you. What's going on, Derek? How did you find me? You're so good. I'm not an emoji person, but I kind of think I should be. Like everybody uses emojis and they're so cute, and I'm not an emoji person. So Derek, what are you doing out there in Long Island? Long Island? What are you doing? Wait, Long Island, right? Wait, I need a Jersey. I need a Jersey accent in Jersey. Wait, I did it in my thing. You fucking whore. Flipping tables. It's beautiful. Well, I'm originally from the Burgh. So like we like how, spigot from the spigot. I can't do the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh people have a very distinct accent. It's kind of like a southern draw kind of thing type deal, but it's very specific and you can always tell someone from Pittsburgh. It's really weird. They always have something crazy. So I think we're going to all get going. So Derek, thanks for coming. And I think we're going to mosey. I've been on here for over 2 hours. So everyone, hit the like button on your way out. Thanks for coming. Thank you for everyone who's been so generous. Tara and Katie Bug and someone else did something. Who else did something? Tara gifted 5 memberships. Katie Bug gave a tip. Brooklyn, Staten Island. See, I can kind of say it, can't I? I was going to say can't I, but that's in English. I think someone else did something, but I can't think of what right now. Who else did? Hold on. Someone else didn't someone else do something? Hold on. Let me try and find it. Hold on. Did someone else do something? Dixie, are you going to keep that name forever? Dixie Normus? You can have, because I kind of feel like maybe you are. I kind of like it. Hold on, I just want to see. Katie gave it to. Hold on. God damn it. Now I can't find anything. Did someone else do something? Katie gave a tip. Tara gifted 5 memberships. Was there anything else? Because if there was, I want to say it before I go, but now I can't find where everything is, and I don't see anything, so maybe that's all it is. Was that all it is? Yeah, no. Flow. I think that's all it was. Let's look at one more spot. So, yep, I think that's all it was. So, I love you guys. You don't have to go and be with me. You can go anywhere. So thank you for coming here. I love you guys. And I think a lot of us are going to go over to Tony's. So thank you. Love you. Peace out. Look for, I have a video coming out later today at Comedy One. So bye. Love you guys.